The FarmMapper homepage has been consolidated to provide simple one-click access for account creation and logging in. If you need to create a new account, you can simply click the register button, fill out the basic details, and you're all set. To log in, you can now enter either your username or email address and your password, and you'll be taken immediately to the map interface dashboard. The mapping interface is the main component of Mapper and where you'll spend most of your time. In this single view, you'll be able to complete a wide variety of activities relating to mapping or reviewing previous farms. From the top file menu, you'll see you have a My Farms drop-down item. Clicking on this will allow one-click access to any of the previously mapped farms. Or, we can click Add New Farm to create a new one, which we'll do in a little bit. To the right of that, you have the Account Profile option. Clicking on this will take you to where you can edit any details for your account, such as your email address or password, and in the future this can be expanded to include additional details. The menu dropdown will allow you some additional items including logging out. The right side menu houses various icon collections grouped by type, which will be essential once we start mapping our farms. The farm details section will populate with metadata about the specific farm that has been added or loaded and allow us quick review of the details or modification of it without leaving this view. Clicking on any one of these icon collections will open that grouping as a left-hand flyout panel for quick access to any of these icons when we're plotting the map. You can click between them at any time and close the panel as needed. Note that Mapper 2.0 was developed to make it easy to expand on these icons in the future, including both the collections and the individual icons, so expect to see more icons added in the near future. Now, let's create a new farm. If we go up to the top file menu again and click on My Farms, and then select Add New Farm, a dialog will appear asking for basic farm data. Here, you can fill out the farm name, and then the street address, which includes the city, state, and postal code, and then you click Create Farm Site to get started. As soon as you add a new map, the satellite imagery will update to focus on that general area, and we can fine-tune that in a minute. But for now, also notice that the right-hand farm details section has been expanded to include basic metadata that you can go through at any point and add or remove as necessary, and then save the farm details to have that reflected the next time you load it. To reposition or adjust the default view, you can simply pan the map over as normal and use your mouse wheel or the magnification tools in the upper left to zoom in or out as necessary to adjust however you want the map to appear as soon as you load it from this. And when you're ready, you can just click the Set Default View option, and that will automatically update the default view for this farm. One of the greatest advantages with Mapper 2.0 is that we now use the Esri mapping system to handle the aerial imagery. This allows us to tap into county data as well as national data depending on our zoom level to give us a lot more granularity than we had previously. For instance, if I zoom in one level from this view, you'll see that all of the content updates to give you a much sharper and detailed image of the space, which can be very useful when we're mapping icons. As you zoom out, it will inherit from whatever source it can to adapt as necessary. And if you look down in the bottom right corner, you can see the data sources. So here we're actually tapping into Microsoft, Garmin, Esri, and some other sort of national databases. But if we zoom in, you'll notice that it actually now is also inheriting from the Wood County land information data. So that is very useful when mapping and reviewing data at a closer level than what we were able to before. Another feature I've added is this alternate imagery toggle, where if you are at an expanded view, you can click alternate imagery, and this will toggle between the original Bing-sourced map data and the Esri data. And this can just be useful to sort of review how landscapes have changed between two data sets. And it's just another tool at your disposal while you are mapping and reviewing farm sites. Also new with Mapper 2.0 are the measuring utilities at the top. If you click on the measuring utilities box, a flyout will appear that allows you to calculate area, distance, or GPS coordinates for any point on the map. For instance, if we click on the distance measuring tool, we can then left-click anywhere in the map, and then as we drag our mouse, you will see the distance updates in real time within that measuring panel. When you're done, you can click again and go to another point if you're measuring a perimeter or a specific path. Double-clicking will get you out of the measuring tool, where you can then deselect it to return to normal map editing mode. You can do the same with area calculation by selecting that and then clicking on 4 points of any given building to calculate the approximate area. Now, in future versions of Mapper 2.0, we will be incorporating this into custom icon fields so that you'll be able to store this data as part of an icon that you've placed. To place markers around the farm, first select the desired grouping by left-clicking it to open the icon panel. Then, left-click on the desired icon to select it. When you move your mouse back into view, you'll see that that icon is attached to your mouse and ready for placing. Move the mouse to the desired location and then left-click to complete the placement. You can repeat this process as many times as you need, with as many icons and categories as necessary. After the marker icons have been placed, you can left-click any of them to get a pop-up with additional details and action items. The zoom icon on the bottom will allow you to quickly zoom right into that icon, which is useful if you have multiple icons in the same general vicinity. Additionally, you've got an edit feature, a move feature, and a delete feature to perform those necessary actions as desired. Let me demonstrate the edit icon for the tractor. If we click on the edit action, this will fly out a different panel on the left side. Now currently, you can change the title, description, and upload a photo if desired for each icon. In future releases, we will be expanding this so that certain icons will have custom information specific to that type of an icon. For now, we can just give it some more detailed title, and a detailed description. And then for the photo, if you click that, you'll be able to browse your computer for an icon or a photo. Or if you have it handy, you can simply click the image, drag it in there, and let go, and it'll upload. Then when we click Save Marker Details, it'll update in real time. Similarly, if we click back into the icon and want to move it, we can click the Move icon, and then go back to the icon, and click it and drag it away to a new location. And finally, if you want to delete the icon, you can select it again and click the delete. It'll give you a prompt, and if you're sure, you can click delete marker and it'll be gone. Whereas the original Farm Mapper did not have any mobile responsiveness, I have taken great care with Mapper 2.0 to ensure that the mobile experience is as intuitive as possible. This includes consolidating the menu at the top so that you can have a simple drop down to select your farms or add a new one as usual, and it'll look great on mobile. You can select a farm, zoom in or out as usual. The icons, instead of being on a flyout menu on mobile, will appear at the bottom, and you can then click to open the panel, click again to select an icon, and then click to place wherever you'd like it. Also, while you're editing, on mobile, when you click the image icon, you'll be able to take a photo right from your camera to upload in real time instead of just browsing your photo library. So these will all be useful features as we continue expanding and adapting the mobile side of things. All of that said, Mapper 2.0 Phase 1 has succeeded. This has included the complete redevelopment using the Esri mapping system, enhancements to the icon groupings and organization, data migration, and overall improved user experience and mobile accessibility. Going forward, we will continue making enhancements and adding new features to the system and pushing out updates when they are available. This will include enhanced metadata, additional icons, table of contents or map keys to make it easier to select icons, printer-friendly exporting options, and a mobile app tie-in to make it a little more intuitive if you're on your mobile app to actually have an app that can open up to this interface instead of having to go through your browser. So stay tuned, and if you have any questions, feel free to email myself or the shared RF-inbox, and one of us will get back to you. Thank you for your time.